right, so I have been called many things by my customers. Fortune teller, therapist, seer, a psychic. There's a lot of those moments where people are like, I have no idea how you knew this about me. This is uncanny. Or even, how did you know this about this person? They're not even here. My response is always, I don't know. I don't know how it works. And a lot of times that's when people will say something like, are you a psychic? I kind of am reserved about it because I like people to have their own opinion of what they're getting into, you know? It's not like I want to have a sign that says, Psychic Jacqueline. Luckily for me, there are people who see me in that light and kind of connect with my intuition. And one of the best examples of that on like the most exaggerated level was when I was working for SF MoMA. And we were doing this project with Mark DeSuvero, who's this incredible sculptor. I'd never met him before. Actually, I didn't even know what he looked like. I'd only seen his work. And at some point during the day, I had written a lot of poems and had a lot of really good interactions. This older man comes up and starts having a conversation with me, and he's interested in what I'm doing, and he talks about the sculpture, and about 5 minutes into it, I'm like, I think this is Mark DeSuvero. He's got really bright, striking blue eyes, and he sits down and he's talking to me, and then he sees my tattoo on my hand.
Yes, that's okay. I want to see what you have written on you.
Tops.
Tops? You like to see tops?
It's my best friend's nickname.
Oh, okay. Best friend's nickname. I was following a truck.
So he proceeds to tell me this entire story of how he witnessed this car accident. But what's crazy about it is that he's telling the story of my friend who passed away. And I didn't say anything like that to Mark to allude to the fact that this was a tribute to someone who had passed away.
You know what's really weird? What? It's really weird. The reason why I got this tattoo is because my friend died just the way you just said. He made a left turn in front of a tractor trailer.
It was a horrible moment.
And it was as if he was kind of in some sort of haze or in this zone where he was taking in this thing that had happened. And to this day, I don't actually know if he really was there or what happened then, but it was more just this reciprocal thing. I spend the whole day writing and giving to people and kind of feeling what they're feeling and having this, intuitive experience and this empathic experience with them. And then someone turns around and does it to me. I think that there's just something about Poem Store that provides that outlet, like a fortune teller or a seer or a soothsayer or whatever, where people come up to me and they're, without even knowing it, offering up a lot of information and giving me this energetic exchange. And whether they want to call me a psychic or not, it was really interesting. After that experience with Mark, his friend came up to me and she was like, I'm sorry if that was a little bit intense. He's kind of a psychic. And I was like, well, I understand. So